What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another Pitching Ninja's Filthiest Pitches of the Day. Remember, before we get to those pitches, hit that subscribe button. Join Ninja Nation. And now, without further ado, here are my filthiest pitches of the day. I'm going to start with Tyler Alexander, who had these nasty cutters. He went 7 scoreless innings with 4 strikeouts, giving up only 2 hits, and took a no-hitter into the 7th inning. He outdueled Tyler Wells, who had these dirty changeups, but gave up 5 runs in 3 innings. Drew Rasmussen had this filthy slider, and he was outdueled by Luis Garcia, who went 5 scoreless innings with 4 strikeouts, giving up 2 hits, dominating with his fastballs, cutter, and slider. Edward Cabrera had these sick 92 and 93 mile-an-hour changeups, as well as his curveball working, and had 4 strikeouts in 5 innings. Kyle Wright had 7 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 2 runs, and had these sick curveballs. He got a KO on a curveball. Referee Steve Willis, count him out. And then this absolute wipeout curveball. Kyle Wright's curveball can be pretty slurvy, a little bit like Charlie Morton's. Opponents are only hitting .205 against his curveball with a 33.7% whiff rate. Wright wasn't just dominating with his curveball, his changeups were excellent. His ERA this year is now 3.18, and he is 19-5. Logan Gilbert had 11 strikeouts in 6 innings, giving up only 4 hits and 1 run, and he was totally overpowering. His fastball was touching 98, and I love how he shows disdain for hitters after he Ks them. When Gilbert's on the bump, his alter ego Walter comes out, and Walter's an angry man. And Walter, had this 98 mile-an-hour fastball on his 98th pitch and struck his K pose. Merrill Kelly had 7 Ks in 6 innings. He did give up 5 runs, but had a nasty 2-seamer, changeup, curveballs, and cutter. Kelly was outdueled by Clayton Kershaw, who was dominant with 10 strikeouts in 6 innings, giving up only 1 run. He had these wicked sliders, his fastball, and of course, his Cooperstown curveball. That pitch is so pretty. Here's a 3-pitch overlay of Kershaw's 91 mile-an-hour fastball, an 87 mile-an-hour slider, and then that 73 mile-an-hour Cooperstown curve. You can see how his fastball and slider look pretty identical, but that curveball is way out of plane, making the hitter think it's a ball out of hand. But it ends up breaking back into the zone, and both the break as well as a change in velocity will get you. Just pure artwork. Corbin Burns had some filthy cutters, including his backdoor cutter, as well as this dirty changeup, and had 4 Ks in 5 2/3 innings. And he was outdueled by yesterday's filthiest starting pitcher, Max Scherzer. Scherzer went 6 innings with 9 Ks, nice, and was perfect, 18 up, 18 down. Not a bad way to return to the rotation after that stint on the IL. He seems totally healthy to me. Scherzer's fastball was overpowering. He had his nasty cutter, including this back foot cutter, as well as filthy changeups and this curveball. And of course, he had his mean slider. Here are a couple of overlays of his fastball and slider, and you can see in this one with his 96 mile-an-hour fastball and 86 mile-an-hour slider, that basically you end up running out of bat. These pitches look the same, and that slider just keeps breaking away. Max's ERA this year is now 2.15. Now onto my filthiest relievers. Evan Phillips had this painted 93 mile-an-hour cutter. Raisel Iglesias had these sick changeups. Hunter Brown had 3 strikeouts on his fastball that touched 98, as well as these curveballs. Here's an overlay of Brown's fastball and curveball, and his curveball's a real 12-6, so he's attacking the zone vertically. Another young pitcher who looks like he has a long career ahead of him. And my filthiest reliever yesterday was Adam Ottavino with these wipeout sliders. And now, my pitching ninja moment of zen. I saw the Mets starters laughing in the dugout, so I let my imagination run wild. Even the goat's farts smell like greatness. What is up, Ninja Nation? My picks of the day today are a 3-leg parlay. First, I'm going to start with a same-game parlay of Brian Bayo for 5 Ks or more, and Nick Lodolo for 7 Ks or more. And I'm going to top it off with Luis Castillo for 8 Ks or more. And remember, today is Bet with Pitching Ninja Day, so you can click on that handy link in the FanDuel app and get this parlay with a convenient click of a button. What would your picks of the day be?